Hi guys, it's your man Abby or Red Warrior 222 as most of you guys know me from my videos. I finally got a cameraman so you'll be able to see my face when I'm doing my deck profiles. But today I'm actually going to do two deck profiles on two ideas that I have for what I might take to regionals, which is in February, the first weekend of February I believe. The first one is going to be my Six Samurais. I believe I've got it to where I want it right now, but if you guys have any suggestions, give me any ideas, that's great. I don't have a side deck right now. I am working on that. I do uh, play on Dueling Network, and my username is Red Warrior 222. So if you guys see me on there, give me a shout out, help me out with something or stuff like that. But anyways, let's get down to the deck. Okay, go ahead. So first of all, we have Rikizan. Obviously, he's the main staple, the thing that special summons really easily. Very useful. Um, Helps you make Barkion too. Then we have 3 Kageki. He's like the marauding captain of the deck. Really good. Kagamusha, triple Kagamusha. He's the only tuner you have in this deck. But he also has a really good effect. A lot of people don't notice it, but whenever stuff like Big Daddy tries to target something on the field, a monster, exactly one, and which is that, they have to target this. So it has a targeting. It takes targets off of your Six Samurais. Okay, here's a change that I made from my previous Six Samurai deck, and that's I added the hand and Yaichi for Mizuru and Shimi. These two combination is a little bit better. Whenever you control another Six Samurai, um, he can blow up face down back rows, and she blows up monsters for as many Six Samurais as long as you control another one. So basically, these two I think they're a little bit better, you know. Mizuru was only once per turn, so you had to have multiple ones out on the fields to get multiple destructions of monsters. But with her, as you have 6 samurais out there, you can blow up 4 monsters. With Yaichi, you can only do it once per turn, but he's still pretty good. Okay, I still run only 2 Grandmasters. Everybody tells me that I need a third one, but in reality, not really. I mean, because this card limits itself. You can only control one on the field at a time. It's like a Cyber Dragon, but with your monster. So if you control 6 Samurai, bam, you special summon him. You have a 21 beater. He's 5. You can make a Landoid with him, which I'm going to show you that I do have in my extra deck. And yeah, I mean, he's pretty good, because whenever he's destroyed by like something like a Mirror Force or something like that, and sends him to the grave, he recycles. So yeah, I'm running one Great Shohan Shin. He's like the older one, so he's not as good as the Shien, but he is kind of like a lockdown in a way because he only allows your opponent to activate one magic or trap per turn. So basically, if they activate an MST, the back row, to kill one of your back rows, that's the only thing that they can activate. So like Dark Hole and stuff like that, if they activate it after that, they can't. And a lot of people don't know that about this card, and I've gotten a lot of people with that. So yeah. Um, Triple United. Obviously, the draw power of this deck, it's like an enemy for Kurikuris, and I don't know what else, but I'm pretty sure there's other stuff that helps with drawing, but this is what it is. Um, I run Triple Shin's Dojo, which helps me really sometimes push for getting Barkion and Shien out in the first turn. Um, every time you special summon the 6 Samurai, or normal summon, or any kind of summon, this guy needs to counter. You send that to the grave. So, for example, this has 2. You send it to the grave, you can get Kagamusha. 3, all your 3 stars. That's basically what it's used for in this deck. Run 2 upstarts to help the deck flow a little bit better. They are definitely not dead draws when you draw them because obviously you do give 1,000 life to your opponent, but I think it's a good willing sacrifice if you can draw, you know, into a Kageki or a Kagamusha and make Shien or something like that. Um, Usually I use them first turn. I like to get them first turn because I don't like to get them late in duels because they could mess up what I'm trying to do to the opponent or something. I don't know. The 2 staples of this deck, must for 6 samurais, is Smoke Signal and the Gateway. Gateway's broken. Everybody knows what it does. Basically, it gets 2 counters for every time 6 samurai special summoned or normal summoned or any kind of summon. And the thing that you use it with is the 4 counters, and you just get a 6 samurai from your deck and you special summon and keep it. And Smoke Signal gets any level 3 or lower 6 samurai. Really good because the only things in this deck that I believe are Kizan is my only level 4 in this deck right now. Everything else is level 3 or lower. So Grandmaster obviously level 5, and then the straight Shien is a level 7. So basically, Smoke Signal can get any other 6 samurai besides Kizan. Rada, a staple for warriors, and MSD for back row hate. I only run 1 because I do run Heavy Storm, so it's not a big issue with it. Because I do, with the ability of Shien, if they have 2 back rows, you pop 1, you can negate the other one. So basically, that's a lot of times it's what helps me do to be more safe when I'm attacking or stuff. And my staples in this deck are Mirror Force, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. I didn't have Heavy Storm before. I don't know why. Because I was just skipped my mind or something because I didn't have it, but now I do, and it helps a lot because it helps me OTK a lot more. All right, on to my traps, and I run triple double-edged sword technique. Awesome card. I would never lower this to 2 or to 1. No, I'd always run 3 because basically it's like a Call of Hunted for 2 6 samurais in your grave. Most of the time I use them to spam the fields and either synchro summon, or I don't really XYZ with this deck, but I might have to, but I don't really, but you can. I mean, it's one of those things that at the end phase though, if you don't get rid of those 6 samurais that you used to come back with this card, they're sent to the grave and you take the attack to your life. But it doesn't happen much. Like I said, this was a broken card back when Shien was still at 3 because you could get, if you had all 2 of these sets and you had already had a Shien, you can get 2 more. Okay, I also run triple Magamata because it's just like the Solemn Judgment it's a personal Solemn Judgment for 6 samurais. It helps me because Shien, he can negate the effects of magic or traps that try to destroy or just in general. But this does magic traps and monster effects. So as long as you control 6 samurai, that's the only downfall of it. So that's probably why it's not been hit. Okay, on to the Solemn Brigade, which is 2 Solemn Warnings and 1 Solemn Judgment. Solemn Warnings, the best card in the game, I think, right now. Even over Solemn Judgment, I like it a lot more. The negation of any type of summon is just very useful in the game right now. It's way better than Bottomless right now, even though, you do lose 2,000 life points, but you get to negate whatever stuff comes out in the field. I do run 1 Bottomless, because it's still useful. Whenever late in the game I'm down less than 2,000 life points, I have Bottomless and Solemn. I obviously can't use Solemn, so I use Bottomless. And the 2 staples in this deck that I run besides that is the Mirror Force and the Call of the Haunted. Okay, on to my extra deck. Right now, I think my deck is pretty solid, but my extra deck might change a little bit. But if that does, I'll post a video right before regionals to show you my final build and what choice. Obviously, also watch the next video I'm gonna post up so you can know what other ideas I'm thinking of taking. Obviously, One Qian, Catastor, Barkion, Gaia Force of Earth. Landois is a choice that I made very actually like 4 days ago because I did notice that I can make Landois because the Grandmaster's Earth and so is Kagamusha. So then that's 2 Earth types, and you can make 7. Landois, I think, can be a really broken card. I do not run a lot of spells. That's the only downside to this card, but it's a good thing to have in my extra deck for whenever I run into stuff that uses a lot of effects. Maybe GBs. Against GBs, this could be pretty good. Karakuris could be pretty good. Like I said, maybe even against Nutrias itself. But I'm not sure what's running right now. Turgai could be good against Turgai. But yeah, my other 7 is Dark Rose, Archfiend, Lightning Warrior. Lightning Warrior is one thing that I'm thinking I might change in this extra deck. Just because, I just need another level 7 that I could use, and he's useful, but he's not really something that's wow I can't do without. So yeah, um, RDA, Stardust, Colossal Fighter, sorry, Scrap Dragon, Mistworm, Trish, and Decisive Armor. It's this extra deck. It's something that I've been working on very slowly to try to get to perfection, and but for now, that's the deck that I have. Give me your comments. Tell me what I could change. It's gonna be a while before the regional starts, but I just wanted to post these videos to see if I can get some feedback on it before those regionals. See what you would change. My deck right now has 44 cards in it, 16 monsters. I don't know the counts on my magics and my traps, but as of right now, it's only got 16 monsters. So I heard that was pretty good. 44 cards though. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. Give me your comments, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.